28 secret stars, 13 courses, 100% completed. We're in the end game now, and I know I've been in the end game for a long time at this point, but it's finally starting to sit in. It's finally starting to sit in that we only have 18 stars left, and then we are done. Crazy. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario 64 DS. Last time, we started up this area, and here we got some secret stars done. Well, I guess all the stars we grabbed in this area were secret stars, technically. We got those, which were secret stars, and then I was about to talk about this toad, which gave me a nice little star. But that was also a castle secret star, so... Intro failed, let's keep going. There are 2 areas left, 2 more courses for us to access. One of which is right here. Last episode we talked to that toad and he told us that depending on where the big hand is, it'll actually alter something within the level. This level is a little bit special. And you'll see what I mean once we enter. I'm gonna start on 3. I hope that was 3. Luigi in the cage. Welcome to Tick Tock Clock. This area is very special. Keep in mind what speed everything is going in this level. It'll be important later. You can kind of start to piece stuff together, hopefully, but I'm gonna do it explaining anyway, so it doesn't really matter. When using touchscreen, it's easy to walk or run. You can even calmly, when using the touchscreen, apologies, you can even calmly and coolly navigate your way across narrow ledges. Use the thumb pad on the wrist strap for smoother control than your finger. Cool. Moving on, there's actually technically a lot we can do at the moment, but I'm gonna go with the one that we were assigned, the mission that we were assigned. This level is pretty interesting. We have not seen an aesthetic like it, and we haven't really seen anything super like it, even currently in current day Mario Land. With the most recent games, the only thing I can kind of think of is some stuff in 3D Land, and even that's not super similar. So this is a very, very unique level, one that sticks out in my mind quite a lot. There's a lot going on here. There's pendulums. I believe I said that correctly. Who knows? There's clock hands moving about. There's a star right there. I'm pretty sure you can figure out how you're meant to get that one, considering the clock hand I was standing on. There's a lot going on. There's gears, whatever these things are. I'm calling them gears. They're totally not. But anyway, this is the inside of a clock. There's a lot of inside of clock stuff going on. It's really, really cool. It's really, really fun. This is one of the more linear levels, but it's still a lot of fun to traverse. I really have a good time with this one. And this is actually one of the ones that has more N64 changes than any other levels. A lot of geometry stuff that's changed. Nothing super huge. No stars that were completely changed like in Snowman's Land. Just very basic stuff. I know what I have to do, but I just want to explore just to make sure I can get a handle of where all these other stars are going to be as well. I want to grab the Luigi cap. Luigi cap is oh, right there. Right there where I missed it because I fell down like an idiot. There we go. That was oh. I was about to say, that was a little better. Yeah, no. Alright, second time's the charm. Good thing I never turned this game off. And actually, you know what? This is a perfect time to show off the differences between the certain times you enter the level. Let's try 12. Everything is frozen. This is the main gimmick of this level. Depending on when you enter the clock, whenever the big hand is facing certain numbers, the speed at which things are moving will change. This can make some stars possible or impossible. It really just depends on what you're going for. So honestly, experimentation with what time works for you best is really, really good. For example, if you're going for this one, that star right over there, you may or may not want to not enter at 12. Don't enter at 12 is what I'm telling you to do. It's not worth it, because I'm sure there's some way to get that done even when everything stopped moving. but just riding the clock hand is so much easier. Honestly, though, my kind of go-to number is 12. The reason for that is because everything's stopped, the platforming becomes a lot simpler, and there's really not a lot of areas that are impossible to access when you're at 12. It just makes things a lot slower, a little bit easier. For example, these were moving up and down. Depending on when they stopped, they could have made it impossible, but it's not. Nothing here is impossible to platform to, so it's really not all that bad being at 12. There's still a lot of stars you can do when everything's just not moving, and in fact, it makes a lot of stars easier, so that's cool. Anyway, what I want to do is just making sure... Yeah, okay. Checking the bottom screen, you can see that the star is right below us. If we grab our Power Flower ability and instantly move forward, we will... Oh, and go down a little bit farther this time. We will fall into a cage which we could not previously access without Luigi's Power Flower ability. Pretty simple star. You just want to grab the Luigi cap, grab his Power Flower ability, and then fall. Pretty simple stuff. Hopping back in, I think I'm going to try out 6. Seems like a pretty basic speed for the pendulums at least. But these seem to be a little bit faster. Yeah, these are a lot faster. Actually, they go twice instead of going once, and then they stop, have that break period. These are also a little bit off sync, so 6 is kind of like just an off sync number in general. Kind of similar speeds for some things. It's kind of a mix, if you will, which I guess makes sense since it's in between 3 and 9. Kind of interesting stuff. Also, you can see on the bottom screen that there are different numbers on the sides of the level, and they actually show you. You can see these in Mario 64 normally. You just have to look around and see that, oh, look, there's a number 3. Oh, look, there's a 6. Oh, there's a 9 somewhere. Oh, there's a 12 somewhere. But seeing it on the bottom screen makes it just a lot easier to notice. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. So it actually does really feel like you're inside the clock. And they really go far with that concept. I like it a lot. Moving on, the switch star was actually over here, I believe. Yep, right here. There's these story guys that can be very annoying, but what you want to do is stand on that switch star, start running over here, because the switch star is actually over here. I haven't shown off exactly where it is, but you just want to wait, not platform, and try to jump at the wrong times, because those pendulums can knock you off, throw you into a bottomless pit. It can be a little tricky. I would, again, recommend going for 12 a lot of the time, because certain stars like that are just a non-issue. A lot of the platforming is just very, very basic if you do it when nothing is moving. Going in on 9, get a hand. Hopefully 9 moves. I believe it does, it just moves very quickly. A little bit faster before. These move pretty quickly, I think. Quickly comparatively to how they were moving before, so I wasn't wrong. These move in sync again, just a lot faster. The way I would recommend taking care of these is just backflipping at the right times. It's not super hard to deal with that specific section, but I can see why it'd be a little bit tricky to grasp at first. Again, just backflip as soon as it's about to switch, so then you're in the air while they're switching. You really don't have to worry about the wonkiness of the times frames in which they're switching, how they're switching all at once, so you gotta be a little bit careful with that. It's not too bad. It really isn't. That's just the way I've been dealing with it all the time. That sucks! I'm gonna move a little bit farther back. Hopefully he won't get me. We'll see. But yeah, the only reason this is kind of difficult is because there's an amp over there and he gets in your way. Actually, I might try standing on the very far tippy point of this. The very point. Yep, okay. Easy enough. It's a little bit easier when it's moving slower, so I'd recommend going for 3, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. A lot of these stars are pretty simple, but they're a lot of fun. I think this area, Tick-Tock Clock in general, is just... Oh, it's so much fun. It's also my favorite stage in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so, kind of a positive there, too, I'm just saying. Entering at 3, Stomp on the Womp. Okay. This requires us to do a bit more platforming than we have previously done. Honestly, probably would have been safer to do this at 12, but... I'm here now, I'm living, I'm doing just fine. This is a very linear level, but I think it's a lot of fun. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Sometimes I don't like linear levels, but I think this is just design-wise interesting enough to hold my interest, even platforming through these areas again. I don't know, I'm a very back-and-forth person on linearity. We're gonna need a platform up here with Wario. It's a necessity this time, no getting around it easy, money style. I actually don't even know where there would be a Wario cap. Oh, I'm blind. Bottom screen, check it. Never mind! I guess the developers really didn't want you to platform with Wario. Ever. I'm gonna take care of this once it's right in front of us, but this is so easy. Huh. I know that's not the way you were intended to do it. Because as you saw, there were little pieces that were pushing out from the walls. You were meant to take Wario and do time jumps, but they really make it easy to not do what they want, apparently. I don't know, it's just really weird. A lot of the stars, which you would think, oh, gotta use Wario, gotta platform with Wario, which is a very interesting use of Wario, forcing you to platform with him, because, you know, he's the worst platformer of the bunch. He's really, really bad at platforming. So forcing you to platform with him just automatically adds more challenge that wasn't initially there. But they always add the Wario cap in places that just break those stars in half. And I don't know if that was just lack of understanding, or if they meant to do that, but it seems very intentional if they've done it twice in a row, with both, Tall Tall Mountain. I always forget the name of that. Tall Tall Mountain and Tick-Tock Clock. It's very odd. I don't know what's up. Tall Tall Mountain is just like so... It's basic enough to the point where I forget the name, but Tick-Tock Clock isn't? I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. Anyway. Going back to here, there's this area. I haven't platformed on here yet, and it's better time than any to do it because everything's frozen. Takes me to here. Well, this was pointless. I'm sure that'll have a point eventually, but until it has a point, that was pointless. Up here, where we previously were, that's where the Wario star was. Great. And up here's where the Wario cap was. I can slide right through here. Again, you'd have to time all of this if... Whoops! That turned south very, very quickly. Alright, now that we're back in this area, again, you would have to time this a little bit. I want to change the camera angle here, actually. Make this a little bit easier. There we go. Again, timing this would be a little bit more difficult in the in a different... Okay, I'm losing my train of thought all over the place today, because that was not meant to happen. I was hugging the wall, and then I just fell through the floor. Huh. Interesting. Let me try this. I'm not going to mess with this for too long, but I was wondering... Maybe that? Oh, yep. That would do it. That would really, really do it. So, how are you guys doing? I myself am doing just fine, having the time of my life at the moment. I can easily walk out of that, but you can't jump out of it. That's very interesting. I've never had that happen before. Ever. First time. Guess there's a first time for everything, but that was really weird. Over here should just be more coins, unless it's a 1-up. It's a 1-up. It's one of the two, all the time. Platforming over here again. Ooh, that was a little weird. I'm not holding the run button because I don't want to run off. Would you believe me if I said that I fell down in 2 equally stupid places? I did. I fell down twice. Let's be a little bit more careful this time. No run button there, please. Alright. It's so embarrassing because it's on 12, too. Anyway, as I was saying, we are in the 6th region. Now, usually, because the star is over in the 6th region, and the only way we can access the area we need to access is, the only way to access that area in the N64 version is platforming all the way up here, maybe on 12, realizing, whoops, it actually needs to not be on 12 to get over there, because you can kind of see the thwomp phasing in and out of reality as I look at it. That's the area I need to go to. But because of this nicely placed power flower, that is a non-issue. We can just float over there, real cute, real chill-like. Really, it's not that bad. We don't even have to worry about the thwomp. The thwomp was unnecessary. Normally, you'd have to step on that thwomp. Not today. Not on my watch. Anyway, with that being done, we have done a little over half of the stars in Tick-Tock Clock, if I remember correctly. So, next time on Let's Play Super Mario 64 DS, we will continue on with Tick-Tock Clock and see what the rest of this level has to offer. We've seen most of it, we've platformed to the very top of it, but there are still a few areas on the bottom, lower half, that I have not actually checked out. But again, that's for next time. Until then.